Hey, good morning. And if you're just joining us for the first time, every day we share a thought that comes from our message on Sunday. And at MCC, we're taking a few weeks to talk about what we need to let go of that's holding us back in our faith. And this week has been all about how to quit ignoring the Holy Spirit. And if the Holy Spirit is someone new to you, you might find it helpful to go back to our website and check out our messages from May 16th. And then again this past Sunday as well. But as a starting point today, let me remind everyone one more time of what Jesus told his followers the night before he would be crucified. So he says this, he says, "But I tell you that I'm going to do what is best for you." That's why I'm going away. The Holy Spirit cannot come to help you until I leave. But after I'm gone, I will send the Spirit to you. So God sends his Holy Spirit to help those who are following Jesus. And each day we've been looking at the ways the Holy Spirit helps us. Today, he helps us pray. Listen, I'm going to guess that you have been in a situation where you honestly did not know what to pray. Maybe your heart was so full of emotion, you just couldn't get words out around them. Or maybe you were in a situation where, you didn't know what God would want the outcome to be, and it was confusing. You didn't know what to say. And maybe you're in the midst of something right now. And this is difficult to admit, but I've been in hospital rooms with families of friends, even my own family, and the situation was not good. And part of me selfishly wanted to ask God to give health to my friend, but the part of me that knows this world is not our home, and the condition of my friend was so bad, I had to say to God, I don't even know what to say to you about this, except I trust you. And there have been moments when all I could do was sigh or be silent or cry. No words, no thoughts. And it was gut-wrenching. That's why Paul reminds us, in the same way the Spirit helps us in our weakness. We don't know what we ought to pray for, but the Spirit himself intercedes for us with groans that words cannot express. And he who searches our hearts knows the mind of the Spirit, because the Spirit intercedes for his saints in accordance with God's will. Listen, we come to the end of our rope and we don't know which way to turn. And Paul says that God understands the aches of our hearts when tragedy hits and you just don't know the words. So today when you pray, thank the Holy Spirit for speaking on your behalf to the Father when you just didn't have the words to say. Hey, today is the last Devo this week about the Holy Spirit, so I want to remind you of a sobering truth that I hope will nudge you to move into a conversation with him. Here it is. I said it Sunday. The church is losing ground in the world. We're losing. We can't even keep up with the birth rate. And yet Jesus said the gates of hell would not be able to prevail against us. What's happening? And here's my thought. Listen, we're not losing ground because the church is filled with bad people. Because we're good people. We love God. We love his word. The problem isn't that we're not trying to make a difference. The problem is we're trying to make a difference in our own power. We haven't asked God's Holy Spirit to give us God's power, which, by the way, may also explain some of the struggles in our lives, the struggles that you have in your life with sin. Could it be that you have the same struggles year after year, not because you're not trying, but because you're trying, and quite frankly, you're not strong enough? But he is. So ask for help. It's why he's here.